A lot of people watched it, but nobody's watching day to day, all day, unless you're me and just love this stuff. Procedures are okay, but we want to know, where do you stand? And so I think the more that politicians stop trying to be politicians and be people, then that will engage voters. We reject alternative facts, so come on in here and let me educate you on the facts. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Q with Q. This is our daily political briefing with me, your host, QuentinRJiles. But if we are friends, then you know you got to call me Q. Now, as you can see, baby, I still got on my scully because I have not done anything with this thing called, not my cover in the shot. I have not done anything with this hair since I got the COVID, okay? I ain't done nothing with the hair since I got the COVID. Maybe a little sprit here, a little water, little, what else I put in that water? Hold on, I'm gonna give y'all all my secrets. Little aloe vera juice, that's about it. But I ain't doing no styling, no nothing, baby. So this is what you get from me. Ooh, okay, my DoorDash has been confirmed. Wonderful. This is what you this is what you get from me until we be back on 100%. But I am doing well today. Shannon Collins, I see Shannon Collins in the comments. Is Aubrey up today? I see I got questions. Now, is Tammy Thurston here? Is Tammy here? I didn't see Tammy. Oh, I see Tammy. I see Aaron E. Okay, is Kiki in here? Hey, everybody. Jacob Nim. Hey, how y'all doing? Michelle Miller. Everybody. Carol Mason. Hey, how you doing, sis? Adriana Hernandez. How you doing? Things we love to see. Oh, that's dope. Okay, it did it. Okay, things we love to see. Everybody in the comments. Yes, I'm doing a lot better. I've had no fatigue today. Y'all know that was one of my last symptoms. I had no fatigue today. I did feel a little weird about 2 hours ago. I will say that. I felt a little weird. My mouth started tasting like heavy metal, like nickel. And then I felt minorly nauseous, but not enough to where I thought I was actually going to throw up. I just felt, I don't know. It came out of nowhere. It's probably definitely COVID related. But yeah, that happened. It lasted for about 30 minutes, but that's about as much as I've gotten today. Ooh, excuse me, about as much as I've gotten today. So that's that. Okay, Shannon Collins, her daughter Aubrey say, everybody liked the video. Everybody like the video. Okay, thank you. Shout out to you, Aubrey, because you keeps us together, because we old folks, we be forgetting. Everybody like the video. Also, let's do a little housekeeping. Y'all know how we do things around here. Dissent, not disrespect. So feel free to disagree. Feel free to mix it up and engage in those comments, but you will get blocked real quick if you get the disrespected. Also, Mike, okay, back on unmute. Okay, hey Jacob, how you doing? We see you, Jacob. We see you. Boom, let's drop that link. Goalie just emailed me and said, baby, they doing another extravaganza. So if you go ahead and order the Goalie, baby, also with the promo code QueJiles, baby, they giving good discounts tonight. Good discounts tonight. They've been trying to do a little something. They've been doing these surprise giveaways. They need to be a little consistent so we can get our coins together. They must be doing it because they know there's $600 on the way. Baby, don't spend all y'all $600 on no Goalie, though. Don't do that. Somebody said, what did you order from DoorDash? Okay, so we had this restaurant down here called Cyclone Anaya's. I don't know if y'all have that, if they're anywhere else, but they're definitely here in Texas. It is a Tex-Mex, so Mexican restaurant with a Texas spin on it. Tex-Mex restaurant, baby, is so good. But I'm kind of scared because I got something different that I didn't normally get. And I'm going to be mad if it ain't good. I'm going to be mad. Yes, they doing 40% off 6 bottles on the Goalie, but if you use the promo code, I think they're giving an extra 5. So 45%. Thank you so much, Robin Haynes. That's what they doing tonight. Do it through the link, baby. Do it through the link. That's that affiliate link. You get the discount. I get a little affiliate check. You know, it's just a win-win. Make sure you do the promo code. They're doing the 45% off the 6 bottles. Yes, you should get that. They're definitely real quick. But yeah, I ordered from Cyclone Anaya's. I'm hoping it's good. I'm gonna be super upset if it's not, because I'm giving myself today to eat bad again and tomorrow to eat bad, and then I'm gonna be back on my regularly scheduled programming with my healthy eating and my working out again. You know, hopefully I got to find a time when ain't nobody at the gym. I might have to go super duper early when they first open up, because I can't be around all them people no more. And it wasn't even a lot, but still, I can't be around no people. Questions about my COVID? No, I did not lose taste or smell. You better in Jesus' name, amen. You good claiming it. Okay, well, thank you so much, Mia. Thank you so much. No, didn't lose taste or smell. How do you schedule the one-on-ones? Okay, I got questions. You schedule the one-on-ones if you are a Patreon member. If you support me down on the Patreon, this is the link. Then you can do it. I'll repost it that way, because it's probably, Patreon is kind of like Instagram as well, and other social media. So as I post, things get pushed down on the feed. So to schedule, it's probably pushed down past a lot of my other posts if you're already a Patreon member. So I'll repost it just to bring it back to the top of the feed, and that way you can schedule it. Schedule your one-on-one. And I got some tomorrow. I have 2 one-on-ones tomorrow. So we back, baby. We back, baby. So yeah. Okay, good news. What we got? Good news. Good news, Tamika. That's good news. What Tamika say? What Tamika say? What happened with Tamika? Hold on. Good news. We talk about COVID. I missed it. Tamika, hey everyone. Had the Pfizer vaccine yesterday. All is well. Arm just a little sore. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Okay, Brittany L said my taste hasn't been right since I got COVID around Halloween. Oh goodness. I hope it come back, sis. Yeah, no, I didn't experience that. Hey, Jordan, on lunch. Thank you for coming through on your lunch break. Yeah, I haven't experienced that. My taste and my smell is still here. So thankful to God for that. I was just talking to my friend actually before I got on here, and I was telling her, like, Jesus knew I was going to get COVID before I did. Like, I just so happened to find out on Monday, right? Like, I wasn't a part of the new business that was coming up when, that was finna come through, but it's all good. He knew prior, he knows now, and he'll see me through it then. So I was telling her, I was like, I can't halfway trust him. Can't trust him for the career, but not trust him for my health and my safety. Can't trust him for quote unquote good things, but not trust him when I'm in quote unquote despair. So it's all good, y'all. It is all the way good. Beauty Cutie MUA. Thank you so much. So let's get into some politics. Oh, that's right. Super chat, super stickers. So if you're streaming, which majority of y'all are streaming on the YouTube, you can give a super chat or a super sticker. That is a way for your comment or whatever you put to be featured on the screen. And then we'll spend a little time talking about it. Oh, baby, I'm getting hot up under here. We'll spend a little time. Election task force, head of Georgia NAACP resigns. What happened? But we'll spend a little time on it, and that's also a way. I'm gonna pull this up, baby, because this thing making me sweat. That's also a way you can pour into me if you wanted to pour into me financially. Also to I should tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all about my move after we talk about the politics. So stick around after the politics if that's something that you're interested in. Me moving with the production studio and all of that, because I'm slated to move tomorrow, but I'm gonna tell y'all what happened today. So if you want, okay, a little bit of breaking news. Sorry, y'all, it just caught my eye. I was trying to figure out what's going on. It says Georgia NAACP president resigns from Secretary of State's election task force, calls it a farce. What I can glean from that is, I guess they joined, in solidarity to say, okay, let's look in Georgia if there's actually real election fraud, and they resigned and said that the board coming together was a farce, which, I mean, that's kind of like Trump's farce back in 2016 when they assembled, they've been talking about election fraud since the beginning. When they assembled that task force of election fraud, trying to find election fraud in the 2016 election because he lost by 3 million votes. Baby, I know he had, because he didn't lost by 7 million this time. Tammy Thurston came on through with the super comment. She's demonstrating. She's giving examples. She's giving us clues and hints on what to do and how to do it. Thank you so much, Tammy Thurston. This is a super comment. Hey, y'all. Hey, Tammy Thurston. If you're new here, Tammy Thurston is our unofficial co-host. Oh my gosh, Tammy. I just realized I didn't even do the mug. I have to do the mug. I am so behind on so much stuff. I have to do the mug. We got the artwork and everything. Did not do the mug. But this is Tammy Thurston. She is our unofficial co-host. She be moderating in them comments too, baby. So if you get the disrespectful, Tammy Thurston is the one that's going to let me know, and we're going to block you. Stat. Okay, stat. And then we see Shannon Collins says, Merry New Year. Merry New Year to all. Now, Shannon is the unofficial bootleg benefactor. Now, we're not trying to be offensive. Shannon Collins called herself that. Okay, Shannon has deemed herself the bootleg benefactor. Side note, Shannon, my brother loves that term. He laughs. He thinks it's hilarious. So Shannon Collins is our unofficial bootleg benefactor. Welcome to the QQ Daily Political Briefing, everyone. Welcome, welcome. We got some other people with their other positions, but they hadn't made themselves known. Whenever they feel like it, they can make themselves known as well. So let's talk about Josh Hawley, Senator Josh Hawley from Missouri, saying now he is going to be a senator that comes into agreement with Republican House members that will challenge the vote. So on January 6th, Congress, so the House and bootleg benefactor, the House and the Senate will receive the Electoral College votes. Yes, we will. We can talk about that. I got questions. Let me pull it up now. Y'all don't let me forget. I got questions. Says, can we talk about the congressman-elect that lost his life to COVID? Correct. She's the unofficial nurse of the family. Now, she's a real nurse in real life, but baby, was that firecrackers? Okay, but for the show, she's our unofficial nurse. She comes and gives us the medical information. So we will talk about that too, y'all. Don't let me forget about that. Don't let me forget about that. Shout out to you, the Leadership Doctor LLC, bringing in the super sticker, the first one of the night. Thank you so much. Okay, Leadership Doctor LLC, sis has a business. We need to Google that and see what that is. See if we get us some leadership. So Senator Josh Hawley from Missouri basically, is going to challenge the vote with the House Republicans. So we kind of talked about this a little bit, but it's becoming more of a real thing. So I felt like we should spend some time to talk about it today, just so people are not like, oh my gosh, what's happening? Can Trump stay in office? You know, because it could be a lot of fear mongering that happens on the internet real quick. So here's what's going to happen. I'm gonna walk you through exactly what's about to pop off. So when the House gets the Electoral College votes January 6th, they basically vote to accept them, right? It's typically, this is what they always do when we have a presidential race. It's typically very uneventful. Nobody really pays attention to it because it's not a real thing. But because we live in the age of Trump and Trumpism, it's a thing now. And so there are members, and keep in mind, them objecting is not a new thing as well. So this is not like, oh my gosh, they're breaking norms. It's a thing that's happened before, but it's not been a serious thing because nobody was seriously trying to challenge the real election results and basically stage a coup. So we already knew that there were going to be some House Republican members that were going to object. It looks like they're trying to eye Pennsylvania to object to those states' electors. Maybe they'll do a bunch of other states too. I don't know. But there had not been anybody in the Senate that was going to do it. Incoming Alabama Senator, what's his name? Tommy Tuberman said that he was going to do it. He's not in the Senate yet. He won. Remember, Doug Jones was in that seat. Democrat Doug Jones. Doug Jones ran against accused sexual offender. Per reports, I'm not calling him one. I'm just saying he was accused of these things in Alabama, and Doug Jones ended up eking it out. Black women rose up, got Doug Jones in there, but everybody pretty much knew Doug Jones was not going to be able to keep that seat come 2020 because, baby, Alabama is real ruby red. Tommy Tuberman came on through. He won. Now he's a Republican incoming senator. Side note, Doug Jones is being considered, from what we hear, for Attorney General. We'll talk about that if that ever happens. So we'll get that in the pipeline. I see you, Aaron E. I'm going to come to you in a minute. Tuberville. Thank you, baby. Tuberville. Baby, I've been sick with the COVID. What I call that man? Tuberville? Tuberville. Tommy Tuberville. That's his name down there in Alabama. He said that he was going to object, right? Mitch McConnell then came out, recognized Joe Biden as president-elect, and basically told Republicans, please don't do this. We don't have time for the shenanigans. Okay, so that's where we left things out. All of a sudden, Josh Hawley, I want to say yesterday, didn't he make that announcement yesterday? I was kind of in and out of sleep. I had some fatigue yesterday. He came out and said they object to it. What's interesting about this man is he is the senator that him and Bernie Sanders came together and said, yeah, we actually should give the people $2,000 before Trump was like saying $2,000. Josh Hawley was the only Republican senator saying as such. So I find that to be quite interesting, but we can we can unpack his psyche a little later. So now he's saying that he will object. So what happens? Let's just talk about what happens. All this means is that now, per the rules, they are going to have to vote and have debate. So they're both going to have a 2-hour debate in the House and in the Senate. Depending on what happens, the debate could go longer, but at a minimum, it'll be a 2-hour debate. What then happens after all the debate, after all the shenanigans, the Senate and the House will have to vote. What Josh Hawley is now doing is making every Republican senator go on record and vote whether they are going to vote with the people or try to stage a coup and overturn this election because Donald Trump wants it to be overturned. That's what's happening. Now, it's not going to happen because my order has been picked up. Both the Senate and the House would have to agree and have to vote to overturn what the electors did. So let's say even if the Senate went that way, because we know the Republicans have the majority in the Senate, the House would also have to do it. Does anybody believe that Nancy Pelosi's Democratic House is going to vote to overturn the election? Again, both chambers would have to say, let's throw these votes out for Trump to still have a chance. This is all political. This is all staged. Side note, I see more of y'all are coming in, baby. If you just got you some value in what I just said, you just learned something, baby, go ahead and like this video, like it, and share this with somebody because the people need to know this so people won't be fear-mongering. Baby, I feel like I'm wagging my finger like Bernie Sanders. If y'all ever watch Bernie Sanders talk, he be having this hand back here and then this finger get the wagging. This how he talk. I feel like I'm talking like Bernie Sanders. Let me put my finger down. So that is what's going to happen. It's like they're trying to make fetch happen with Trump being president again, and it's just not going to work, at least not 2020 or 2021. They need to just stop trying to make fetch happen. So that is the procedural thing that is going to happen. So it's not going to work. Now, the political thing, they're just raising them up, causing them up. Trump tweeted today, see y'all January 6th in Washington, D.C. He's urging his supporters to come on down to D.C. and I guess stage a protest, if you will. Of course, still continuing to ignore coronavirus and those precautions. I'm pretty sure the city of D.C. is not going to appreciate that. This really ought to be criminal if you think about it, to continue to ignore these things, these precautions that is helping to keep people safe. But, you know, hey. So that's where we are. Aaron E., let me go ahead and pull up your super comment. Thank you so much for it. Yes, please challenge and follow suit. Then Nancy Pelosi will become president. Ha ha ha. Trump still won't win. I mean, we could end up with a situation where Nancy Delarousse, that's not her middle name, I just like saying it. Nancy Pelosi comes president, but I don't think we're even going to get that way. We talked about this before, per the Constitution. If like a president is not, I want to say it's January 20th. If they haven't decided the results of the election, like let's say something happens and they just keep debating and they hadn't decided, per the Constitution, the Speaker of the House becomes president. That would be very America for for us to get our first female president that way based on a technicality. But you know, hey, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure they'll have something to say about that too, because you know they love to do whatever they want to do. They love their good old Constitution until their Constitution say something that they don't like. So you know, there's that. We got some other super comments. I had not even seen these. Jamaica Cole, shout out to you, sis. Thank you for your passion and keeping us informed. It means so much, especially to me, being a criminal justice major, entering into the legal field. God bless. Oh, thank you. God bless you. Go ahead, sis. Go ahead into that legal field, baby. I had thought about doing that myself. I had thought about being one of them lawyers, but I'm not getting no more student debt. I'm not doing that. Now, if somebody want to pay for me to go to law school, then we'll talk about it. We'll have a discussion. We'll put that on the agenda. But baby, I refuse. I refuse. These people don't even want to give $600. They ain't gonna give me no student loan relief. I'm not taking on no more debt. So yeah, go ahead. Shout out to you. Congrats. Keep us updated. We got Jacob in here too, because Jacob go to school too. So we love all our people in school getting that education. You know, that thing is important. Shout out to you, SM. For the super sticker. Appreciate that. Thank you. Let's see. We got another one here. You are Jen N. Thank you so much. You are beyond a blessing in my life with your examples of love and light. I thank you for this little YouTube family you've created for all of us. I think everyone here would agree. Prayers for you and yours. Oh, thank you so much. We are family like a giant tree. Yes. Who would have thought? The down here on the YouTube, baby. Down here on the YouTube. Aubrey said, like the video again. Thank you, Shannon Collins, for keeping up. Shout out to Aubrey again. We love Aubrey. Yes, Aaron E. They're trying to make fetch happen. Jordan, thank you for the super comment. Yet fetch will never happen. Please stop trying to make fetch happen. Please. It's just not going to happen. Stop trying to make fetch happen. So that's what we have now. Somebody wanted to talk about the congressman. You know what? Let me tie this in together. Speaking of them trying to rally in DC on January 6th, there was a congressman, I believe, from Louisiana. I was kind of in and out when it happened. Who died from coronavirus? Congressman-elect. He had not been sworn in yet. Just won election. Would have been sworn in. I think I saw Joy Reid briefly. I was kind of paying attention, but I wasn't talking about some of his last words, like him basically saying, we got to open up our economy. We got to get back to it. And now he's dead due to COVID. One, we don't wish death on anyone, because means a contrast. We don't wish death on anyone. I'll just say I'm not willing. I don't stand on that side of, oh my gosh, we got to open the economy and like people are like legitimately dying. Yes, there is a space, to have a conversation about, we still need economic growth and all of that. But what I will not do, what I reject is putting business and profit over people. And so if you mean we are one of the richest countries in the world, if we're the best of the best, America's so great, America is this, but you cannot find a way to keep your people safe while still balancing an economy, as opposed to just open it up and herd immunity and whoever dies, we got to keep going. Or like my lieutenant governor here in Texas talk about old people will sacrifice themselves. You can't claim greatness. You're just lazy and it's almost evil. But there is nothing great about that scenario. There is nothing great about putting business and profit and economic growth over the people who make the business work and the people who spend their money for economic profit and growth. Oh, baby, that COVID getting up out of me because I'm getting worked up. I'm finna get worked up. I can tell you, baby, that COVID. Let me get some water. Hold on, Quentin, calm down. Because you don't want that fatigue to hit. Calm down. You don't want that fatigue to hit. Okay, Jasmine Bryan, shout out to you. Has anyone told the GOP that this is not going down and Nancy and Tribe will not be partaking in the shenanigans? Right. But they know that, though. They know that this is not going to work, but they don't care. They don't care about the implications. That's another thing. You can't, I keep saying, you can't claim to love America when you would do things to knowingly tear down its institutions because y'all mad that Black people rose up and voted. Like, let's call a thing too. You're basically saying Black people voting is illegitimate. Black people said, no man paying, baby. We rose up in Atlanta. We rose up in Philly. Okay. We came through. We came through. We came through. And now all of a sudden it's illegitimate. It's voter fraud. It's this, it's that. No, we just exercised our constitutional right. Remember, I told y'all love that Constitution. Till that Constitution say something you don't like. We were just exercising our constitutional right. And we said, no, get out, Trump. Get out. We don't want you. We're breaking up. We're breaking it up. You next. Thank you. Next. That's what we said. And all of a sudden it's illegitimate. So I just don't believe that they love America. Thank you so much, Carla, for the super sticker. You can't because this is a dangerous ploy. You're using it for political points. Josh Hawley is definitely positioning himself to run, to be the leader of the Republican Party to run in 2024 if Trump doesn't. I told y'all before, somebody is going to come that is very Trump-like. He hasn't shown us to be that yet, but Trump has opened the door to be Trump-like. Somebody is going to come that is slicker, smarter, more devious, and will be able to do the real things that Trump really wanted to do and be able to do it in a way that is almost like a silent dagger that slips in and doesn't cause so much alarm and outrage. And I think that Josh Hawley is the one that's trying to position himself to do that. He's a younger guy. He's a lot younger than majority of the Republicans. He's a white man, but he's a young white man. A lot younger than a lot of the old Republican guard in the Senate. And so he's trying to position himself. He's trying to say, hey, Trump base, I can be new Trump, but let's do it the Josh way. That's what he's trying to do. And so, I don't really know what we do, especially when you have one party so devoid or so openly decided to be away from reality, or not even reality, openly hostile to democracy because people are voting in a way that they don't like. I don't know what we do from, and it's a major party. So I don't know what we do from that. I don't know how we rectify that. Well, I guess we vote. That's how we rectify it. There's the answer right there. We continue to stand up and vote. But yeah, we're going to need some radical change. That brings me back to expanding the court. Somebody said something earlier today, and I was like, you sure right. Trump appointed 1/3 of the Supreme Court. Now, one could still argue, like I said, I'm not alarmist in thinking like, oh my gosh, Amy Coney Barrett is going to like try to take us back to the Stone Ages. Again, if you continue, I wasn't nervous during her confirmation. If you like, let me not phrase it that way. What I decided to do was actually listen to what she was saying and hear what she said. I don't have an issue with Amy Coney like I have an issue with the man that love all that beer. What's his name? I forgot his name. I can't even think of his name. Not Neil Gorsuch. What's his name with Christine Blasey Ford? I remember Christine Blasey Ford. Kavanaugh. I have more of an issue with how Kavanaugh has been ruling in his thought process more than I do Amy Coney Barrett. But I say all that to say Trump has still nominated 1/3 of the court. Expand the court and put term limits on it. Like, we're going to need some radical change. Radical. T. Sipper, come through with the dog in the Abbey. Let's see here. Thank you so much for the super comment. With Mitch McConnell being the main factor right now, with the low stimulus checks turnout, do you think now it all resides on the Georgia runoff? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Mitch McConnell basically killed the bill for the $2,000 today by loading it up with an amendment that repeals, I'm going to say it wrong, so I don't want to say it. It's that section that Trump wanted to add to the military spending budget that basically removes protections from internet companies. I think 230, is it two? I can't remember. He put that on there and then also put looking into election fraud when he himself has basically conceded that it's not a real thing. So he was intentionally doing that. So yes, it all comes down to Georgia. Yeah, 230. Thank y'all. Okay, it was 230. I had been in and out of that fatigue. I don't want to say nothing wrong. So he basically ensured the death of that bill. So yes, I do believe that it all hinges on Georgia, stand up. Georgia been voting, keep going. It is a molehill to climb. It is a real hard fought battle because even if you look at the final numbers, yes, Biden won the state. But when you look at who was that was upside down, I believe not upside down. I believe Purdue still, Purdue didn't hit the 50% mark, but he still got more votes than Ossoff. So if you look at that, even at the presidential, like it's people are going to have to act in a way that people have not traditionally acted, meaning more people are going to have to show up and vote for Ossoff and Warnock. So it is a harder hill to climb, but come on, Georgia, get that thing done. Kiki, come on, Kiki. Trump is like that ex you try to put, Trump is like that ex you try to put out, but the police says they got to stay for 30 days. So you stuck with the drama until it runs out. Like, get out. Right. Trump, that ex didn't already change their address. And so they mail coming to your place. And now you can't just tell them to leave. You got to evict them legally. Like, that's that. I've never gone through that, but I've heard from people that, baby, so child. But yes, he's like the ex that just go away. Like, why are you here? Why are you still talking to me? I have asked you not to talk to me. Why? Why, Sway? I was going to say somebody. Never mind. I'm not going to say that. Yes, Kiki, like, go away. I no longer want to be with you. I no longer want to be associated with you. I don't want nothing. Tell your mama to stop calling me. Please come get your things. You do not need, you didn't leave nothing at my house. Baby, if you talk about you left some soap in the bathroom. Baby, if you don't go buy some new soap, I threw that soap away. I threw the body wash away. Don't come to my house. Please go away. Please. Shannon Collins. Shout out to you again for the super comment, sis. That's the second one tonight. Why is Trump base so important? What do you mean so important? What does that mean? I need more context to what you're asking me. Are you talking about in general? Are you talking about other Republicans with the like what I need a little bit more context. I'm gonna pull up the comment. I'm gonna look out for it. Patricia Whitehurst says is by Baron. I read that like are you saying that like Tiana Taylor in that Medea movie? Byron by Baron. Are you saying it like because that's how I'm reading it. That's legit how I'm reading it. Everything he owned in the box to the left. Correct, Jacob. And not even to the left. Out my door. Like, get your box outside. Don't come in here. Okay, Patricia, that's how you talk about it. Yes. Like, don't come in here no more. Just leave me alone. I'm not dating nobody else new. I'm single. You have put a bad taste in my mouth. I don't want to do this no more. Get away. So Kiki said that's how I'm reading it too. Yes, that's how I'm reading it. That's literally how I read it. Where is Shannon? Shannon, is that what you meant? Why is the Trump base so important? What did you mean? We want some more context so we could unpack that for a little while. Baby, they said my DoorDash had been picked up 15 minutes ago. Cyclone Lanai is not that far from my place. Sis, where you at with my food? Okay. We'll be patient. We'll be patient. Do you oppose Dentrell Dan? Do you oppose I think that's supposed to be any Biden cabinet member so far. Yeah, I do. But I don't want to start up an uproar again. Talk about Pete Buttigieg no more. I object. I object. Yeah, I object to Peter. I do. We went through that. You're gonna have to. I know it's meant. So why you asked, Duttrell? If you knew why you asked, you just wanted me to start some stuff with the people in the comments. You know, people that be here. Okay, say see it as approaching with my order. Okay. You know the people that be in my comments like them some Mayor Pete, and they be feeling like I'm coming for Mayor Pete and his personhood, and I'm not. I'm just saying it's the thin resume. It's the very, very mediocre white male getting a position for me. So yeah, anyway, I hope sis wasn't putting no taste test in my stuff either. Uber Eats, I don't really use Uber Eats like that. I use DoorDash like a lot. Q, hope you're feeling better. You sound like you are. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. Thank you so much. So happy Betsy DeVos and Stephen Miller will be gone. That part. Did he even have a plan for transportation while running for prez? Probably not, Dontaria. Probably not. You know what was interesting to me? I can't think of his name. What was so interesting, but I didn't want to start stuff again. I didn't want to start stuff. Oh, Shannon replied. What Shannon say? Thank you for keeping me on there. Hold on. Let me get Shannon's reply. Instead of dumping Trump and walking away, they're killing the Republican Party. Okay, let me answer Shannon's and then I'm gonna come back to you, Dontrell. This is what Shannon said. They're killing the Republican Party. I don't know that I buy that they're killing it. I feel like they're saying the things that Trump says the things that a good majority of them have been wanting to say. Let's keep it 100 with brown people and immigrants and black people and not being a person and us rioting. And like, I just kind of feel like that whole thing is kind of baked into the Republican Party. Like if you look at like Reaganism and the war on drugs, and Democrats have some blame for that too. It's it's kind of like baked in the sauce. Maybe, maybe there's a lot more fringe happening that's coming. Oh, Dr. Tony Fauci on the TV. In this live, child, what Tony Fauci talk about? Y'all know I love Tony Fauci. Baby, ever since Tony Fauci got that surgery on his throat, that voice sound very smooth, like very, very smooth. Okay, I'll watch Tony Fauci later. So yeah, I think there is a space where people are definitely just conservative, right, that are leaving the Republican Party. But I think an overwhelming majority of them, there's no doubt in my mind, I can't parse the things out. 70+ million of them voted for Trump. To me, you agree with the racism. You agree with all of that. You agree with the bigotry. You agree with the corruption. I can't parse that out. I can't parse it out. There are some things that I don't agree with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris that I feel as though I've made my positions known and parsed it out. But I feel like over there, the people just be so bought in. They just be, I'm not going to say that word. It's just be so bought in. It just be so bought in. I think I saw a super comment that popped up. Yeah. Okay. I got questions. Off to work now, but please talk about the slow roll of the vaccine. It's going to be a problem, especially with the new mutation of the virus. Yeah, I saw the new mutation popped up in Colorado and in Southern California. So if y'all didn't know, a new strain of the virus that was in the UK has popped up here. I heard there was a new strain of the virus in Nigeria as well. As y'all know, viruses mutate, the flu mutates. And so that is to be expected with COVID-19, that it wouldn't mutate like any other virus. But what our unofficial nurse of the show is also letting us know that vaccine distribution is definitely being slow walked because there's no leadership. I mean, Trump is saying, you know, they gave it to the states and so let the states do it. But this is very reminiscent of the PPP problem when we had at the beginning of COVID-19. Like, there's no leadership at the top. And so that's what's happening. So we waiting on Biden to get up in there. He'll be up in there real quick. Real soon. Oh, I did want to get back to what my what was your name, sir? That was my first time saying your name, so it's not stuck in my head no more. Dontrell. I wanted to get back to Pete Buttigieg real quick. What I found was interesting, and I can't think of his name. Who is going to be the education secretary? Let me look up his name. I can't, because I think I was kind of down for the count, or I was on my way down when that was headed. Education secretary for Biden, Miguel Cardona. Yeah. What was so interesting was I heard people questioning Miguel Cardona's experience, like live on TV. I heard people questioning Miguel Cardona's experience about, is he ready for Secretary of Education because he had only done so much in education in his own field. But I heard none of that energy for Peter Buttigieg. Now, one could say, well, why? What's the difference? What is the difference? At least this man, and I would almost come into agreement with, like, wow, this is a very big leap from Miguel Cardona. However, at least he's working in that educational space. He has that experience. He's been doing that on an administration level. But there is some argument to say, you know, is he ready to lead an entire department of education for everyone? There's valid concern there. My issue is that energy was not applied to Peter Buttigieg. And it's the mediocre white male getting ahead for me again. Period. I mean, just period. And that's just gonna be what it is. Period, niece. Okay, let me get off Peter because I know people finna get in their feelings about Pete. I know people finna get up, baby, because y'all love some people to judge up in here. Baby, y'all love some people to judge. Okay, Aaron E. Thank you for the super comment, sis. They are look up the line wood rally. They are look up the line wood rally in GA and the latest marches in DC. The Fringe is taking the Sherman approach on the way out of town. I don't know who Sherman is. Who is Sherman? Sherman Clunk? Who that? I don't know who that is, Aaron. Fill me in with that because I don't know what you're trying to say. Somebody said it's because Joe wants to make history by having a gay man, but he doesn't want to go for experience. Oh, Dontrell said it. I didn't say it. Dontrell said that. I didn't say that. You know. You know what? Let me say it. let me since we're talking about it again. You know, here is the thing. And if y'all want the real, I know again, and I'm gonna get off people to judge after this. If you want, there are a lot of Black people that feel that way, like for real, talking in the background about. Even in the presidential election, I don't want to relitigate this whole thing, but if you really think about it, there were real qualified people to be president. Now, let me also say this. Anybody can be president. It's in our constitutional right as long as you meet the mandate, right, to be there. So anybody can be president. So let's say that. But let's take away our personal feelings of we like a person. Rather, can they actually do the job? That man got so far with that much work. And so what was the thing that got everybody talking? It was a historic thing because we had never had an openly gay married male running for this office. I would argue that is not enough to run said office. And that has nothing to do with someone being homophobic. That has nothing to do with someone not approving his lifestyle or liking him. We're talking about resumes. We're talking about the work that has been done in comparison to everyone else on that stage. If you were to take away the fact that Pete Buttigieg was an openly gay married man, what would you have? You would have a small town white man mayor. Would y'all have given him all that energy just being a small town white man mayor? Like, we just got to have honesty moments. We just have to have honesty moments that that there is no real qualification there. So that is why I continue to have an issue with Pete Buttigieg. That is literally why I continue to have that issue, because there is no real work on the resume. You give me work on that resume, not this, right? Because as we go forward, now it's going to be, well, he was transportation. Well, yeah, he got put there. So he's going, here it is. He's about to build resume. He's about to build resume with being put in position. He was put in position, and now resume is about to be built upon that. What Tammy Thurston said? You said true, Tammy. What Tammy had said? That's not enough. The current president showed us experience. Right. Experience should override anything. Cult of personality. People like Trump. No lie, before all the racism, I like Trump. I used to watch The Apprentice. That used to be one of my favorite shows. I didn't know. And I was even kind of, and mind you, I wasn't all the way tapped into politics at that time. So I didn't really understand what was going on with the birtherism with Barack Obama and all that. Had I known that, it would have been a different story. So I didn't even know. I was ignorant. Once I found out all that racism and all that, oh, baby, no. Oh, no, baby. Let me get up out of here. And get up out of here. Ain't gonna be none of that. So that is why LaDonna Quire said, but I love how people just throw shade. Oh, hold on. Now, Pete is shady. Pete goes down there to the Fox News, baby, and chops the people down. I will give Pete that. It is funny. It's good. That doesn't mean you get to be transportation secretary. That doesn't mean you have qualifications for presidency. And so that has been my biggest issue with Pete Buttigieg and the ecosystem around him that covered him and propelled him, when what you really have is a mediocre white man on paper that y'all are propelling just because it would be historic because he is openly gay and married to a man. That does not mean you should hold those positions. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. Period, poo. Aaron E. And I ain't talking about Pete Buttigieg no more. I'm done with Pete. I don't want to give Pete no more of my time. Sherman is the general who burned down Atlanta during the Civil War. Lynn Wood is the attorney who, come on with the history facts. Okay. Lynn Wood is the attorney who has been holding rallies taking down. Oh, y'all, hold on, my food. That's the front gate. I gotta let them in the gate. Ooh, it's about to be here. Okay, let me reread this. Sherman is the general who burned down Atlanta during the Civil War. Lynn Wood is the attorney who has been holding rallies talking about taking down the GOP. The marches in D.C. has also been chanting down with the GOP, etc. Child, I don't know what they're doing. Let them go through all that. I just know Christopher Wray need to be on the job with the FBI if they start doing some of that white supremacist stuff and try to burn down the cities and stuff and everything else, which, that last DC rally wasn't too friendly, but we didn't really get adequate coverage like that. Hold on, I think I saw another super comment. Crystal Osborne, I love Mayor Pete and a lot of his points he made, but we need his resume. Love you, Q, and everyone join Patreon. Come on, join Patreon. Can't wait to talk to Q next week. Yes, join the Patreon. Let me drop the link. If y'all want exclusive behind the scenes and want to be able to do one-on-one calls with me, Crystal's doing her one-on-one call. Next week, you can schedule yours, but you got to be a Patreon member. And that's how we do that thing over there. That's how we do that thing. Just drop the link right there. Yeah. And I don't have a problem. People can like who they want to like. I don't have no problems with that. I don't have no problems with that. Promin Hayes says political favors are passed out post-election. Yeah, but that was a big one. That was a whole, I don't even know what was the favor, because he said, I endorsed Joe Biden. Everybody else did too. So it's like, anyway, let me move on. No, hold on. I got to bring this one up. This is not a super comment, but I want to bring this one up. Shirley, I'm going to just say this. I hear your comment and I hear you. Let's give Pete a chance to see how he does the job. He might surprise people. Sometimes people step up when they're given the chance. Let me say this. That is actually a true statement. It's not equitable, though. That's my only issue. If we were passing out positions with that level of energy for everybody else, I would say, okay, that's what we're doing. We're trying to do something new. People might step up. We're giving them a shot, but we're not doing that. And I say we, even though I'm not picking people, but I'm just saying we've only done that with him. And so one is led to ask why. Well, what makes him different from everybody else? So then you start checking the list. So I agree with your statement that sometimes people step up, but it was the opportunity. I could probably step up too. I'm not going to go around here and campaign and say, you know what, I will make an excellent communications director, or I would definitely get up there and speak at the White House podium. I'd do a better job than Kayleigh McEnany. Could I walk up out of nowhere and do that? Can I go run for a local office real quick and then do that? Can I make that accelerated of a jump? That is what I'm asking us to look into. That is what I'm asking us to examine. It's the jump for me. It's the jump. It's the non-equitable jump. I mean, come on, baby boy. What's happening? I thought we were doing it different. I thought we were checking white privilege at the door. Okay, Kiki. I think that we need to require people who run for president. Okay, hold on. Let me re-say this. Thank you. First off, thank you, Kiki, for the super comment. I think we need to require people who want to run for president more than what it is. I just don't feel like it's enough. Yeah, Trump messed it up for anyone. Messed up the church's money, not the church's money with his shenanigans. Baby, not the building fund. I don't know that I would totally agree with, I don't know that I would totally agree with the fact that we should require, like, per the law, right? Like per the Constitution, that we should require more. I think the requirements of the age and American citizenship, I feel like that is enough. I feel like we as people need to have these conversations more openly and honestly. Oh, hold on, y'all. My food got dropped off. Hold up. Okay, yeah, we finna wrap this up in a minute. Oh my gosh, y'all! I'm watching a new show. Y'all know I told y'all I just got on that 24 with Jack Bauer. I'm watching The Good Doctor. Have y'all seen that? I'm watching The Good Doctor now. It is such a good show, and I'm so glad that I'm late to the party because 4 seasons are on Hulu, so I've been binging it. That's why I hadn't had a chance to watch Soul or Ma Rainey. Bottom shape, but I'm gonna eat my food and watch The Good Doctor. Okay, so let me say this, Kiki. I don't know that I would say, we need to change the stipulations per the Constitution. I think that we need to have more open and honest conversations amongst ourselves, amongst voters. And I feel like even me, the thing that I just said about what's his name? I'm thinking about my rainy bottoms and my food. I can't think. Pete Buttigieg. I didn't even say it so bluntly then. And I'm gonna tell you why with that particularly, because I hadn't figured out how can I say this without it coming off homophobic or in a way. How can I parse this so that people can actually hear what I'm saying? But we need to have a real conversation like we should have been having with Donald Trump as well. Like we should have been having with Pete Buttigieg about qualifications and what are we saying. Also, when we come to nominating people, we need, especially if we're talking about this Democratic Party and this big tent in racial equity and social justice, Iowa needs not to be the first state on the primary with all them white people over there. Now, I love white people, don't have no problem with no white people, but it's a whole lot of white people over there down in Iowa. It needs to go to more diverse states so that the coalition is represented. Because if you look at South Carolina and Pete Buttigieg, it was a no man Pam. If you look at those other states, I think he did okay in Nevada, if I remember correctly. But if you look at all the other states, baby, it was a no man Pam. There were more diverse. So I think that that's what we need to do, but I don't know that we need to change the actual Constitution. Thank you so much, Tracy Moore, for the super sticker. Excuse me. Thank you. What y'all talk about? Y'all talk about shows? Oh, baby, no, I had to cut that Lovecraft Country off. Baby, I had to cut that off. I started watching it this weekend and I was like, oh no, I cut that off, baby. All that sex and all that cussing and all I couldn't do it. Now y'all watch what y'all want to watch. I couldn't do it. Who's a troll? Okay, I didn't miss the troll. Who the troll? They still trolling? Child, I missed it. Okay, troll, you got away this time. Y'all, let me know who the troll is. Let me who the troll. Thank you for reading my comment. Oh, you're welcome, Shirley. You're welcome, Shirley. Not the entire building fund, Kiki. We got a building fund meeting on third Wednesday. Hey, we got a building fund meeting for the Q production studios. Let me drop that link so y'all can go ahead and tap into that. Oh, I told y'all, I said I was gonna tell y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna end after this. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. Excuse me. Oh, thank you so much, Jordan. Get the food, Q. Thank you so much. I saw the White House today. Wait, I saw the White House just today. Thought I saw Bernie Sanders. I don't know what you're talking about, Dontrell. Okay. Oh, so Crystal Osborne said, Q, you got to watch Bridgerton. I saw that on Netflix. Somebody said Bridgerton was real good. I haven't seen that on my Facebook, that Bridgerton was real good. So I'm gonna have to tap into Bridgerton too. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, Soul was fire. Okay, Tammy said no. Chris Farrell is a Trump supporter, but he wasn't being disrespectful. Thank you, Tammy. Okay, so we don't do, guys, if we have Trump supporters, I'm cool with that. I don't have no problem with that. Just because somebody supports somebody that we don't fool with doesn't mean they're trolling. When I say trolling, I mean disrespectful language, calling people out of their name, talking about violence. That's what I mean. I have to figure out, I don't know what they said, but I have to figure out where I'm at with if they come in here and talk about the election was stolen, because that's just lies. But somebody could really believe that. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But do you really think, Mia Williams said, Q, do you really think that Trump would have sat still long enough to listen? No. We need a Patreon Zoom meeting, kickoff 2022. Child, you that far? You don't even want to go to 2021? Shannon, so we're Patreon people. Shannon, boom. Shannon, you just did it. Patreon, we're doing a group Zoom call January 1. That's it. We're doing it. Okay, so let me tell y'all about me supposed to move today. I'm supposed to move tomorrow, but I went and I was gonna do it. Like my brother was gonna come over here. Side note, I hadn't packed a thing. I was supposed to be packing today. But I went ahead and paid for the new place. And I, when I went there, they told me that, they told me that the AC was out or something in it was out. And like, it's not going to blow air, nor is it going to blow heat. And so we actually have a cold freeze that's coming into town tonight. So it was like, nah, let's just move it to next week, which is probably better. So I'm going to be moving into the new place next weekend. Which is also probably better because even though I'm feeling good and my brother was going to come and wear 2 masks, that gives it a little more time for, just for the air to clear, make sure ain't no Rona up in the air, make sure ain't no Rona still in my lungs, stuff like that. Shirley Lou, yeah, they said post the Zoom link. The Zoom link is only for Patreon people, so I'm going to post it on Patreon. That's one of the exclusives. That's one of the perks of being on the Patreon. So I'm gonna drop the link again. If you want to join the Patreon, baby, you could join the Patreon. You could do that. But if not, this is where we are. So all of that, guys, I've had a great time tonight. Definitely appreciate you all continuing to support me and continuing to rocking with me. I'm finna eat these quesadillas and my queso dip. Hey, my queso dip with taco meat. Hey. Super excited and watch The Good Doctor. So yes, it's a Patreon party. Before I even eat, I'm going to go post the link in Patreon before I forget, because I will do that. And yeah, I thank y'all so much. We'll be back tomorrow. God says the same, as long as I'm feeling good and feeling healthy. We'll be back tomorrow. Some people I saw y'all. I think Jordan, your one-on-one is tomorrow. So some people I'll see y'all tomorrow for the one-on-one. And we'll be back tomorrow at 8:30. We'll see what happens and we'll be talking about it. So thank you again. Make sure that you like this video. Make sure that you share it, and make sure you cut on your post notifications so that whenever I post something, you will be one of the first ones to know, especially if you are down here on the YouTube, baby. Get down here on the YouTube. Until tomorrow, friends, goodbye. A lot of people watched it, but nobody's watching day to day, all day, unless you're me and just love this stuff. Procedures are okay, but we want to know, where do you stand? And so I think the more that politicians stop trying to be politicians and be people, then that will engage voters. We reject alternative facts, so come on in here and let me educate you on the facts.